What is up, YouTube? We've got another video for you here today, and we're going to be going over Eternatus with Struggle Gloves. I know what you're thinking. I don't know what that card does, but hear me out. It's pretty good. So like, subscribe, you know the drill, leave a comment. Thank you all for the support. We're going to be doing some YouTube shorts as well coming up soon, covering news that way. Check out the other social medias. It'll be a rehash of TikTok, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. So let's jump in to the deck. All right, here we go, guys. It's Eternatus VMAX, our good friend. Eternatus VMAX, which has the ability Eternal Zone. If all your Pokemon in play are Dark type, you can have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. If you can't put non-Dark Pokemon into play, the ability stops. Dread End, 30x, 30 times each of your Dark Pokemon. Max of 270 HP, or damage. We play a 4-3 line of this bad boy. 4 Crobats is very staple in the deck, because you got to use Dark Asset to draw cards. We play 1 copy of Absol, just because there's been a lot of air balloons and U-turn boards, stuff like that have been in the meta. So I feel like, you know, it'd be very strong to just make your opponents play a little bit differently. There's 4 copies of Zigzagoon with Headbutt Tantrum, which allows you to ping for 1 damage counter. 2 copies of Yveltal, so we have a free retreater. And Clutch and Drill are okay. 4 copies of Great Ball, search cards, 4 copies of Quick Ball. We play 4 copies of Scoop Up Net because we want to reuse our Zigzagoons, get 8 potential pings into the game. 4 copies of Switch, 3 copies of Power Plant to slow our opponents down, 3 copies of Boss's Orders, 4 copies of Marnie. I know they're all different arts, it's on purpose. 4 copies of Research, and then here's the card that everybody is probably wondering, what the hell is going on here, Rahul? Struggle Gloves, Pokemon Tool. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has weakness to your opponent's active type Pokemon, it's attached to 30 more to your opponent's active. Which means, if I'm weak to fighting types, I do 30 more. I know what you're thinking. Rahul, 300 damage does not one-shot anything fighting. Yeah, duh. That's why you play Zigzagoon, buddy. And with 8 Zigzagoon potential, we get to one-shot 2 VMAX Urshifus and the game ends. We played 9 Darks and 1 Weakness Card Energy. The 1 Weakness Card Energy is a little bit suspect, but it is our insurance policy in case things go weird. So, without that being said, let's jump into a game. Now, I did play this deck for a small tournament, Absolem. I think it had about 110 players, so not a really crazy amount, but I did finish top 4 at the event, breaking twice against Victini Mewtwo to lose my game. Somewhat favorable of a matchup, I would say, but we did get a little bit unlucky. Now, we are Eternatus. We do want to go first. Not the greatest hand, but I did get top 4 at that event. I did beat 2 Eternatus on my road there. Or not Eternatus. I beat 2 Urshifu decks on my way there, which honestly felt great. All right, we're up against ADP. Now, the Zigzagoon also helps in the ADP matchup because, you know, we want to kill the ADP on turn. Whatever turn they GX because they don't want them to have the attack, but they can still win the game potentially with the Mawile and stuff like that. So, but Struggle Gloves is completely useless in this matchup. It's only really good against fighting. You could put it on Yveltal, I guess, to do 60 damage to a Dedenne because you're weak to Lightning, or Pikarom, I guess, to clean up if you need to. But otherwise, it doesn't really serve any purpose besides fighting matchup. But for this matchup, we're obviously just going to try to attack as quickly as possible, get in there. Our opening hand is pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and grab this, do this. And we're going to burn a switch just because we know he can't attack into us unless he gets super, super lucky on turn 1. So we're going to keep everything else as it is. Now, turn 2, we're going to look for that, obviously, Eternatus VMAX one-shot onto the ADP. It's going to be a little bit tough, obviously, because we only have 2 Pokemon to play right now. But we do have Sycamore, and we have 8 potential pings with our Zigzagoon. 1 ping puts it into a knockout range with the full bench. 4 pings puts it into less than that. So we're going to see what we can do here. Our opponent almost certainly wants to try to go for the turn 1 VMAX, or not VMAX, turn 1 Altered Creation GX, and go from there. So we'll see what he does. I think he's thinning out his hand and probably going to use Dedenne here to draw some more cards. Quick balling away cards like this just probably indicates he doesn't have a Metal Energy to put into the discard to accelerate onto the Zacian for the future. Getting a Kricketune. Maybe his hand is just uber bad. Maybe he's got a Kricketune here. Crobat first, and then proceed into the Dedenne, I would like to think. Now, by making this play he did, I assume the deck only plays 2 Arceus Dialga. So if he does make the play that he did, and I knock out the active, and he doesn't get a GX off, the game pretty much ends. It's over. It's like sayonara. See you never. Oof. 3 metal energies, and a water energy gone. Double saucer. Thank God he attached the metal here, right? We would have been in a lot of trouble, actually. Dedenne now. If he gets a 3rd saucer and switch, our active does die, which is really, really bad. But we're hoping that doesn't happen. Rusted Sword comes down. Supporter down. Dedenne down. Crobat down. Switch into the Kricketune. The Absol doesn't do anything here for us because it's -2. Spinner fail, and he's going to draw 2 cards with Exciting Stage. A lot of dig. He's just looking for an energy switch at this point. But 2 energy switch have hit the discard. So the odds of him hitting that last energy switch is probably not the greatest. Intrepid Sword with the Zacian active. A little bit of a bold move. Because if we now kill this, 2 of his saucers have also been gone. So I don't know why you wouldn't just retreat into one of these guys. We're going to take the free ping onto the active. Make it easier for us to get the knockout. And we're going to go ahead and research. This hand isn't amazing. Okay, and he concedes. I don't know why he conceded. We didn't have game there, but we're going to keep going. We're going to go ahead, queue up for another one on ladder. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a fighting deck so I can showcase the strength of the Struggle Gloves. If we don't get a fighting deck, that's fine. We'll just enjoy what we get. We're up against Pieman. He looks like he did qualify for Players Cup 3. Interesting. I'm using my classic sleeves. So, you want the coin flip? I would like to go first. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Yveltal start is great because that means it's a free retreater. And that's really why he's in here. We have 2 pivots, basically. Jirachi. Let's go ahead and Great Ball. Eater. Seems good. No energy, however. So I was debating for a second grabbing the other guy. But we'll go ahead and Power Plant. And we'll pass our turn. I'm holding the ping net because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. Yeah, I'm just holding the ping net because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. And we obviously probably have to go ahead and power accelerator this following turn. So it puts us in a little bit of a weird position. I think he's just going to go ahead and beak catch, assuming our hand is a little bit dead. But he's probably setting up to just snipe the Eternatus on the bench. So we are going to have to figure out a play now. That top deck was pretty good. I'll take it. We'll Scoop Up Net. Crobat for 3. He probably grabbed his Stadium to move the active. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Benching a second Crobat's okay, but I think we just want to hold Sycamore here. We want to hit 2 Dark Energies. That's really ideal. Or the weak guard's fine too. So we'll go ahead and attach the weak guard. Do 30 damage. And attach this to the bench. And so now we have 2 Eternatus powered up. We have a Great Ball for next turn. We have a Scoop Up next for next turn. And we have a Quick Ball to guarantee ourselves a Crobat unless 2 were prized and I missed it. I am hoping that's not the case. But he did get to B-Catch, so he was able to get whatever he needed out onto the board. And I assume he grabbed Hearth Welder. Those are the 2 cards that make the most sense to me. Or Hearth Quick Ball to continue drawing cards. It doesn't make sense for him to do anything else. I think, yeah, the Quick Ball makes sense here. He gets another piece. If he gets the Zard here, he can hit me for 200 with 2 pings if he gets it. I don't think he got there. I also don't know if benching this is correct necessarily, unless you're a Victini VMAX deck and don't have another option. So he is going for that play, it looks like. Maybe he's going to go for another beat catch here this turn to set up, or just 200. He's just going to say, you don't have it. You're going to have to go into the VMAX. I don't think you have it. So let's go ahead and start with the Great Ball. We don't want these pieces, okay? So we're going to go ahead and quick ball the boss's orders. Nope, no. We want this guy. We want this guy. Haha, XD. I'm just joking. We're going to Scoop Up Net the Ziggy. Ping active. Scoop Up Net Ziggy. Ping active once again. And we get a brand new hand of 6 cards. The Power of Eternatus, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is not the power of Eternatus. This is kind of bad. Power Plant comes down. I'm going to go ahead and switch into a brand new Eternatus. It's a little bit unfortunate what we have to do here, but I think it's worth it instead of letting our damage one ride. So bench this, give him max damage, but this means the top deck Zigzagoon does knock out the active, which is really what we care about here. We have no cards in hand, so we are in a little bit of a pickle, but he's not doing anything. So top deck, one time. That's not ideal. We can attach the new Eternatus here, knock out the active. He's still got quite a ways to go to get all his prizes. So we'll take our 3 here. We got a 3 card hand refresh. That was unfortunate. We didn't get to finish it off with the Zigzagoon pings. There's another VMAX. And we get a fresh new VMAX next turn. That's the best part about all of this. We get a fresh new VMAX. We can, if he knocks out the active, we can get rid of the damaged one on the bench as well. Which means that we're in an A-OK spot because now he has no damage onto our board. He's going to have to use a Blacephalon more than likely to one-shot us if he has that out available to him. But if he doesn't have that out available to him, then he can't even do that. Scoop Up Net, Cramorant, Jirachi. Probably just kill the active. Force me to have some more pieces next turn. Or Oricorio, draw 3 here. Yeah, definitely a good play all around. If I top deck an energy, I can just one-shot the Oricorio, which is probably what I want to do. We'll do this. We're going to go ahead and promote the Yveltal always because free your treat is important. And it's just proper to practice good plays. There it is. Okay. He does have the Power Plant. We do have the Power Plant, I mean. So maybe just kill the Cram. Maybe just kill the Cram and save boss for next turn. I don't want him having any more cards. We're just going to kill this. We can deal with anything else in the game, I think. We just don't want him to have more cards in case he's a Blacephalon deck. He's not revealed whether or not he's a Blacephalon deck yet, which is a little bit concerning, obviously. With 1 Fire Crystal, we can't make any assumptions yet because he could still be a Victini deck that only plays 1 other card, basically. Reset Stamp comes through Great Ball. We have 1 Crobat left in the deck. He's playing heavy Scoop Up Net, so he's probably a Blacephalon deck. But he's probably going to go ahead and beat Catch here. So maybe he's not. Maybe he's not a Blacephalon deck. Boss's orders. Making our life a little bit harder here. Probably Welder Stadium, I'd have to assume. Okay, let's Great Ball first. Zigzagoon. There it is. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We get the knockout on to this guy. Make sure we play it all correctly. Get the knockout. Take him down. 2 wins for Eternatus. Let's get a 3rd game in, shall we? Because the first 2 were pretty quick. I know, it's a treat. A Rahul video with 3 games. I know. I'm going to try to keep the gameplay to 2 games per video, guys, just because I know retention does go down after a certain point. So let me know if you guys want more games, less games. What's the situation here? I'm going to try to keep every video around 20 minutes if possible, just because I don't want people feeling like I'm depraving of content. But you guys can catch me on Twitch on most nights. If I'm not live on Twitch, enjoy the content here. TikTok as well is a good place. Well, TikTok is more like goofy content, so I don't know if you necessarily would get competitive stuff out of it. But I will talk about new cards and stuff, but I'll upload the same videos up here to shorts, so definitely keep an eye out for those guys. Okay. There's a Mew in the active. If we get enough pings, we can kill it. But we're not going to go crazy here. We're just going to draw 3 because holding Crobats is kind of a silly thing to do, in my opinion. We're going to get a second VMAX. Or second V, I think, here. We are bench locking ourselves soft, but I think this is fine. Because the odds of us hitting a VMAX next turn are pretty high. We don't play Pokemon Communications, which does make it a little bit iffy. But everything else feels okay. Mimikyu comes down. That doesn't really do anything to us. Because it's only Pokemon GX. So, looks like Uparu is bricking a little bit. We're going to go ahead and just discard cards, draw cards. We're going to go ahead and attach here. Retreat a Mundo. Power Accelerator. Take the 30 damage. So now this hand is pretty okay. We're going to have to probably Marnie next turn. I don't want to. So if he doesn't play any more cards, I'll probably just continue doing what I'm doing. And win the game off of Power Accelerators. But not too pressed. Boss's orders. Bringing back the Ziggy. Go ahead and retreat once again. Just Power Accelerator. We don't have to think too much about it. Our hand is great. We have follow-ups for days. We can play the game. There's a switch. We can keep playing the game. And now we can dig for the VMAX if we need to clean out the game. Yeah, this hand's A-okay. I'm not complaining whatsoever. And there's a concession. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for supporting the content. I did make top 4 with this deck. I will be testing some more fun, interesting concepts as we continue with battle styles. I will be doing news briefings using shorts, stuff like that. So, thank you for all the support. Thank you as always. And I will peace out for now. And yeah, have a great Wednesday, guys.